Hosea, buckle up. Opulence and decay, glory and disaster, border security and political unrest. Flip to the first of the 12 shorter prophet books and travel back over 1,000,000 days ago to the kingdom of northern Israel, and it is in the midst of this profound chaos that we find Hosea. 200 years have passed. 200 years have passed since the kingdom divided, and while it looks like the golden age of Israel, whiffs of rotting flesh waft forebodingly on the wind. My 9-year-old helped me write that sentence. A politically savvy king is leading the country, and the wealthy are loving it. State-sponsored idol worship has allowed people to worship a version of God from the comfort of their own home. Spoiler, this isn't going to end well. And while Hosea's name literally means salvation, a 750-year plot twist awaits. Instead of sending a sermon, God sends a marriage. And before you say, sign me up for that, poor Hosea is asked by God to marry a wife of whoredom. And God tells him that she will be unfaithful. Imagine it. Before he even says, I do, he knows that she will break his heart. So he chooses Gomer, whose name has a significant meaning, just like everyone else's in the story, so be sure to look it up. And together they have 3 beautiful babies named after bloodshed and judgment. The second is named No Mercy, or Not Loved, and the third is named Not My People. So maybe because they couldn't afford therapy for literally everyone in the house, Gomer leaves and prostitutes herself off. So then God tells Hosea, hey, go get your wife. And Hosea has to track down and redeem this treacherous woman. Meanwhile, our girl Gomer, who has been off gallivanting about the Mediterranean countryside doing we all know what, finds herself in a bit of a situation. Instead of loving her back, the man she is with sees her as property and wants Hosea to pay up. We find out that the price to rescue Gomer is just as offensive as it is costly. Hosea has to pay in silver and in barley, money and sustenance, the price of a common slave. What a slap in the face. At this point in the talk, it's important to note that no one ever applied for the job of prophet to the northern kingdom of Israel ever again, which says a lot because Hosea's counterpart in Judah, Isaiah, is literally about to get himself in half while hiding inside a tree. But in all seriousness, if you are starting to feel heated about Hosea's plight, maybe you've started to think about some unhinged people who have gone out of their way to make you miserable. Hold your horses, because we are not Hosea in this story. Gomer represents Israel, and Israel represents us. Yes, Hosea speaks of judgment. God's bride would face consequences. But again and again in this 14-chapter book, God's message is clear. Return to me. He does not say this because he is weak. He does not say this because he ignores sin. He says this because his steadfast, pursuing covenant love is stronger always than our wandering. Tragically, but not surprisingly, Hosea dies, and Israel falls into the hands of Assyria. In a way, Israel gets what she always wanted. Thankfully, we know the story doesn't end here. A quote in one of my favorite books by C.S. Lewis is, "The church has no beauty but what the bridegroom gives her. He does not find but makes her lovely." Gomer wasn't lovely because she was Gomer. Gomer was lovely because her bridegroom loved her. This beautifully uncomfortable book points forward to other beautifully uncomfortable passages like Romans 5:8, passages that remind us that our lives are lovely because Christ loves us. This book invites us to ask, do I cling to what enslaves me or embrace what redeems me? Read this book. Wrestle with that question and then return to your Redeemer.